Hello everyone. So welcome to this live stream everyone. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to this live stream only onto the YouTube channel Fun with Data Science, and that's all sort of coding nights with Shambhavi. Welcome everyone here. Very good evening. Very good evening. Oh, welcome to this live stream. I hope you are doing well. Very nice. Cool enough, guys. So I really appreciate the ones who are joining. Welcome to the live stream, everyone. I hope you all are doing very well, and hope the day has gone went for everyone, right? Hi Mana. I hope you are doing well, Mana. Welcome to the live stream. Glad to have you here. Perfect. So yeah, slowly and gradually people are joining in. So I won't disclose the project very easily right now. It would I would take up some 2-3 more minutes for disclosing up the project, that what is it about. But before that, I can let you know about the videos which are generally coming up onto my channel, and I can just give you some insights over that, right? So I'm going to start over with Mondays. So on the Monday you get up a special video. For the previous Mondays I had posted in like what type of internship to do, paid or unpaid. And next I had even told you a 30 days roadmap for studying Python. Right, I did even mention about best programming language to learn in 2022, even how you can earn in your lakhs in your early 20s, and that's with the help of some very easy skills regarding this. I had as well made up a videos. So Mondays are generally like that only. Hi Shaji, welcome to the live stream. I hope you are doing well. Very glad to have you here. So yeah, okay, so Mondays we are having some special videos, and again this Monday very special videos coming for you, so stay tuned for that. Further, on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays and Fridays we have Python for machine learning, where I till I post up the videos regarding Python, that's for the machine learning. On Saturdays we have the live streams in the night, that's your 10 p.m. and onto the Sundays we again have the machine learning videos. So that's about the complete agenda what's going on. Okay, Sri Pujita ma'am, I have zero knowledge. Okay, so no worries Pujita, you are at the correct place here. I will let you know completely about your Python programming, how you can write up the projects into that and everything. Mana, Python are best for data science. Mana, if you are looking for the next 10 to 15 years, so it's Python, right? For next 10 to 15 years, Python is the one which will only be used. After that, might R take over it, but that's a very long run sort of thing. But yeah, for now, Python I would recommend you out. Sri, I got job. It's good to hear that, Sri, that you got in the job. I'm really very happy for you. Congrats, and I hope that you will do good there. Very nice. So that's all about which we are following up right away. Right away, recently I just posted up a video of Python for complete 10 hours. So you can go over the channel and watch out that 10 hours video for Python if you want to learn Python. Right, and today just I would say 2-3 hours before itself I had made in a community post where I had to worry about NumPy one-shot video. So you can go there and learn about NumPy as well. And for your practice onto a daily basis, I am posting up the video, I'm posting up the polls onto the community. So I request everyone to participate in those polls. And if you're having any questions regarding any doubts regarding the questions which I'm posting with the community polls, you can just write that down onto the comment section. I'll be really happy to clarify your doubt there. So it's like that. For practice, you can reach out there as well. So this is what all is currently going up onto the channel. Great, so glad to have you people here. Okay, So, oh, ma'am, your 10 hours full Python video was so useful. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching that out. Thank you so much for watching that out. And most welcome. Perfect. So, right, what are we going to start on today? What's that Python project which we'll be building up? So, today is a very different type of project which we'll be making, and I'm sure all of you will enjoy making this project, and the output for this project is much more awesome. Okay, so it is a GUI project which we'll be making up today, but here's an exception. Exception is I will not be using tkinter library today. Today I'll be using some different library for making up my GUI project. So in the last live stream, someone has asked me, advised me, requested me to make up in the next live stream to take a project which is a GUI project. So similarly, I'm doing up today. I am taking up the GUI project. Right. So I would let you know in a very short while what's that project about. But before that, if you haven't subscribed out my channel up till now, guys, so please go ahead, subscribe out my channel. Even recommend and refer that to your friends so that if they want to learn data science or Python or machine learning, so they can reach out to this channel and study regarding those all things. So it's like that. Okay. Coding section, ma'am, your English speaking skills are so fluent. I really like the accent of yours. Can you also make live stream in Hindi as well? It's a request. Live streams in Hindi. Yeah, sure. Coding Siksha, thank you. First of all, thank you so much for being here. And I would sure follow up this suggestion of yours. Might be further, and we can plan up something like the live stream for English and Hindi. Either like in one day it won't be possible to do both of the languages. It it won't be possible, but yeah, I had to plan in something. But yeah, for today, whatever I'm gonna deliver up in English, I would explain the same in the Hindi as well. Okay, if anyone wants, I can explain that similarly into the Hindi as well for today, and for next time I'll plan in something accordingly. But thank you, I'm very happy to see that you people are sharing up your suggestions. You people are giving me the insights, what more to do or what are more your requirements. I'm really very happy to see those out, and further as well, I'm looking forward to all of these things from you all as well. Nikhil, present miss. Okay, yeah, Nikhil, you were the person, and now I got to remember. You were the person who asked me to do some GUI project. I got remembered. Perfect. Okay, good to have you here, Nikhil. Hope you are doing well. Nice. Fine. So now it's time, and I can close up the project for today. Okay. So up till now, we use up the Chrome as a browser, right? We use the Chrome as a browser. What if with the help of GUI we make our own browser, right? What if with the help of the GUI I make out my own browser, and then I can use up my own browser instead of Chrome, right? So yes, that's the project of today. Today I would let you know that how you can make up your own browser, that's so a GUI with the help of Python programming language. That's the project for today. It might sound very interesting, but trust me, it's more interesting when you will be writing the code and finally seeing the output. Right, so that's one which we'll be doing up today. Okay, so today we're going to try something new, because up till now I was using the tkinter for the GUI. Today I'm going to use the pyqt for GUI. Okay, so pyqt I'll be using up, and let's make up this project. Great, fine guys. So what I'm going to do up here is that I will start up here with the project, and I can explain you the things whatever we are having up here first of all, like what are requirements, and after that we can proceed in further with the things, right? Great. So the requirement is very simple. You just need to have a simple IDE with you. It can be a pycharm, or it can be a Visual Studio Code, it can be a Sublime text editor, it can be Jupyter Notebook, anything. Depends on to you, right? It's just like that. Sankalp will be using up the programming language which is Python. So we'll be using up the Python programming language today. Okay, great. Perfect. So let's get started up here very quickly, guys, because it's gonna be a little long project, a lengthy one. So let's get started up. But before that, let me quickly have up a water and then I will start on. Perfect. Let's get started up. So first of all, I will be importing up my requirements. So I'm going to import up the here SYS, my requirement of my library that I will be using. SYS stands for just of my one of the libraries of SYS stands for my system. That's about it. Right. Now next I'll be completely focusing upon my pyqt. So I'm going to write up that from pyqt5 dot qt, I'm going to write up from .qt core, I am going to import up the asterisk. Now see, listen me out. pyqt5 is one of the libraries which we are having in, right? Now under that as well, we are having up some sub functions. Okay. So we are having up some sub functions as well that we generally use in, right? You want some widgets, so you are going to write pyqt5.qt widgets. You want some web engine widgets, so you'll be writing from pyqt5.web engine widgets, right? You want some core, so you'll be writing pyqt5.qt core. So in this particular manner, you import up your respective the requirements. Fine. So next is I'll be writing a one more thing that from pyqt5.qt, I'll be importing up some widgets. So some widgets like that, right? And I'm going to import up here like asterisk from this. Widgets means that I will be able to put in the buttons like your back button, your forward, your home, the things like that I'll be able to put in up. So it's completely about that. Fine. And next I'm going to write up here in such a, okay, hold on 1 second, like this. Next is again that from pyqt5.qt, I'm going to import up the web engine widgets. And from that I'm going to import up the asterisk. Now import asterisk here means that I am importing up all of the functions which I am having up here. Okay, so import asterisk means that I am importing up all of the functions which we are having up here over this particular library. Okay, so that's about my libraries, about the requirement. If you do not have pyqt installed into your device, so you can generally write out that pip install pyqt and it will help you to install this library, right? So I'll be stopping up here for 30 seconds. Just very quickly let me know, am I clear with whatsoever I have written up here up till now regarding the importing app of my libraries? Okay, perfect. Let's proceed on here. Now, whenever you're working out with a pyqt now, so then you have to work in with the object-oriented programming. Your OOPS concept you have to work in with, right? So, here what I'll be doing is that I'll be using up my object-oriented programming. I'll be making up a class for me here. So, class, and I'll be making up my class from name. Let's say it's main or window. Nikhil, SYS stands for your system. Nikhil, SYS stands for your system. Okay. Shaji, thanks for the confirmation. Om, thank you for the confirmation. Thanks a lot, guys. Fine. So here my class goes with the name as main window. And into that I'm going to put up a bracket and just pass in here like Q main window. Okay, that you will get to know in a very short while that why did I wrote up here like this Q main window. Okay, you will get to know about that. Now, whenever you are writing up a class or whenever you're making up a class, it's super necessary for you to define the init function. So I'm going to write up div underscore underscore init underscore underscore, put in the brackets land a self here. Now see, if you know about the object oriented programming, so there might be you had gone through this particular thing, you might have known this out, but it's just that this is a sort of a function where you are generally initializing up the things. Okay, for a short note you can understand this in such a manner that it is a sort of an init function. First of all, it's mandatory for you to write that out, and secondly, it's a sort of a helping function for my class. Okay, in short, you can understand this out. And if you want to learn about this in detail, so already I have made up a video over this. You can check on my 10 hours of Python, and then you can go over the classes and objects section. Under that, you will get in this particular self and init function. Even the timestamps are present, so according to that timestamps, you can follow up this self and init functions. Okay. So yeah. Great, that's done. Let's get down, and here I'm going to use up my super function, super, and inside that I'm going to pass up my main window, my class name, comma, I'm going to pass up the self. Self is so you can just take itself as a sort of a helping variable here. Okay, if you're a person who is not aware of classes and objects, you can just generally and simply take self as a helping variable, right? Dot, I'm going to initialize that out, dot underscore underscore init underscore underscore the bracket like that. Fine, so I just simply initialized up my super class, and the name for my super class is since main window itself. Right, so that's about this particular thing. Now I just wanted to know that am I clear with whatever I have written up so far here? Okay, perfect. Let's proceed on. And now I'll be using up my my helping variable self. Dot. Now I'll be giving up a variable name. Let's say that is browser. Okay, which is equal to. And here I am gonna simply use up my function. That's my Q web engine. And here goes my view. It means that from my pyqt5 library, it will help me to get in a simple I would say engine here, a web engine. It will help me to get in out. Okay, Shadi super, see, listen out for the super. Super is as well a type of you can say class only. Super is a keyword which you use in for defining up your class. Right, so now it happens that now you had made in your class the main window, which is your class, you had made in that particular class as a super class. Right, so now you can just simply use that over anywhere into your complete program whichever you are writing in. It's just like that. Okay, it's just that now you can use that super one at any place into your complete code, whatever you're writing, and anywhere you can just simply put that up. That's all about that super class. Okay, hope you had gotten that clearly. Perfect then. Q web engine view, it's done. Now I'll be setting up the URL. So it's gonna be like self dot. I'm gonna write up the browser BROWSER, like the browser here. Dot, I'm going to set up the URL, set URL. It means that what is the by default URL which you want to put in up here. You can put any by default. For me, I will be setting up the default URL as https.google.com. I'll be setting that, right? Now it depends on to you. You can make any default URL. So I'll be writing up https : double slash, it's google.com, like that. Okay, it's my by default one. You can do that according to your choice. And I missed writing one thing. I need to write that out. Put in the brackets like this, and it's q. It's gonna be q URL, means that URL which I want to set in up here as the default URL. So now when my browser is actually made out, after that when I'll be opening up my browser, so default website which will be my Google website. Okay, that's it. So now I'm going to set that out as well here. So it will be self dot set central widget widget. It will be my self dot set central widget. Into the bracket I'm going to write up like self dot, and I'm going to use up my browser, self dot browser. So now this browser has been set it up as the central widget, means that onto the center as well I will be getting the google.com. Right, after that onto that Google you can search in anything of your choice according to your needs, according to your choices, and things like that. Fine. And I'm going to write up one more function, self.show maximized. Now this function, what will it do actually? It will help me to show that particular browser of me into a maximized. Minimized is a small format. Maximized is the complete, which will cover up my complete window. So it will generally help me to show up my complete and the full browser. So show maximized. It's that about. Right. So can I just get up a confirmation that am I clear up till this particular place regarding whatsoever I have done or I have written up till now here? Okay, perfect. Let's proceed. And now I'm gonna start making up my navigation bar. Okay. So it will be like navigation and navigate GATION navigation underscore bar. It's gonna be equal to my Q and then tool and then bar, like that. Okay, so it's like my navigation underscore bar is equal to Q toolbar. Right, so navigation bar, I hope you understand, it helps you to navigate from one page to the other. Right, if you want to navigate, if you want to move from one page to the other, it helps you to do so. Right, and after that I'm going to write up your self dot, it will be my add toolbar. Okay, BAR, like that. Into the bracket I'm going to put up that navigation bar as my variable. So now this navigation bar will be added to my toolbar option. So just on the top we are having up a toolbar, right? So there this navigation bar will be added up as a requirement or as a simple navigation bar, it will be done up there. Fine, that's done. Now next what I'll be doing, I'll be making up a back button, means to move back into the page. Let's say I had opened up a page about the Python. Now I want to go back whatsoever the page I had done. So back button will help me to go to that page. And similarly, making up a forward button as well, which will help me to move forward to any particular page. Let's make the back button. So it's back underscore button. Okay, back underscore B. And here I'm going to use up that function which is Q action. Okay. And into that what I want to be written, I want it to be written as like back. Okay, it's like small back. Fine, this type I just wanted to be written over that particular place, over that particular button. So it's still that I'm writing up there back, comma, I'm simply writing up here as self. Okay, so hope that's pretty much clear. I'm moving down, I'm having again back underscore B dot, and here I'm going to use TRIGGERED triggered function dot. I'm going to use up here as connect. So it's back underscore B dot triggered dot connect. And now 1 second, into the bracket I will be adding up like self dot, I'll be using a browser dot, and I'm writing up here like that back. Okay, and now this time what I'll be doing onto my navigation bar, I will be adding the back button. For the first I had made in a navigation bar. Now into that navigation bar I'll be adding a back button, a home button and a forward button. So for now I will be adding up a back button. So how do we do that? It's navigation underscore bar dot, I'll be using up the function that is dot add action bracket, and it's gonna be back underscore b. So this particular format will help you to add a back button there onto the navigation bar. Now just wanted a confirmation regarding, am I clear with whatsoever I have delivered up so far here up till now? Okay, Om, thank you so much for the confirmation. Okay, Shaji, thank you so much for the confirmation. Perfect, fine. So my back button has been made out. Now it's the time for making my forward button. So I'm going to write up here forward underscore b is equal to, it will be completely same, nothing different. A little bit of difference will be only. Let me show you what will be there. So it will be like q action, okay, and then into the bracket I'm going to write up here like forward, for it is like that, forward, okay. Comma, I'm going to write up here again the self option, fine. Further getting down, I'll be writing up here once again, which is my forward underscore b dot, I'll be using up tri double g e r e d triggered dot, I'm going to use up the connect here, bracket, I'm going to write self dot, it will be my browser dot, and this time I'm going to write up here forward, okay, and last I'm going to add that to my navigation bar. So navigation underscore bar dot, it will be my dot add action, and it's going to be like forward underscore b. So now my forward button has as well been added up there, fine. Now I will be adding up a reload button. So whatsoever the I would say the browsers which we see, so into that browser we have up a reload button as well. But if you talk about your Chrome browser only, so there you are having a back, a forward, then you're having up a reload, and then you're having up a home option, right? All these fours you are having up onto your Chrome browser, right? So that similarly we'll be doing up here, and that similarly I'll be trying to apply it up here over my own browser, right? So further I'll be proceeding on and making up my reload button. So it will be sort of like reload reload underscore b, it's gonna be equal to, again similarly same manner, it's gonna be like q action, into the bracket it will be like reload, okay, comma, I'm gonna pass up here like self. Getting down, I'm again gonna use up this reload underscore b dot, I'm gonna tri double g e r e d dot triggered dot, I'm gonna use up the connect button here, bracket, I'm gonna write up like self dot, it will be my browser dot reload, like that, okay. So what I'm doing up is like I'm just simply reloading up whatsoever I have. Let's say I want to reload up any page or anything like that, so this will help me to reload up that particular page, right? So that's about, and now I'm going to write up here like navigation underscore bar dot, I'm going to add up the action, add action, bracket, it's like the reload underscore b, that is my reload button, right? And that's completely done. Okay. Nikhil, what qualification needed for Python developer job? Nikhil, it's just that you will need up a graduation, okay, and with that graduation you'll be needing up some sort of certifications where you can really apply and show that you had completed a course for a Python developer. Okay, qualification is generally your graduation, Nikhil. After that you can just very quickly apply in for your Python developer job. So that's about my reload button, and after that I am having up a home button. So it's like home underscore beats equal to like q action, and this time inside the bracket it will be like home space home, like okay, home and then again space, right, comma, okay, I can make that h capital up here, so it's like this only, comma, I'm gonna pass up here as self, getting down, I'm gonna write up like home underscore b. Similarly, I'm gonna write up trigger, trigger, trigger dot, I'm gonna write up here like connect, right, bracket self dot browser dot okay, it's not like that, it's like generally self dot navigate, where is that navigation bar, okay, right, so it's generally like self dot navigate underscore home, right. Now here is a quick change that I will just simply writing self dot browser dot reload, except that I'm going to write self dot navigate underscore home. Okay, this respective one I'll be writing up here. It will help me navigate to the home page, and then here comes my navigation bar dot, I'll be adding up the action, so it's ADD add action, and the bracket I'm going to add my home underscore b. That's my home button. So now I wanted to make in the 4 buttons there. All the 4 buttons have been generally made up there according to my requirement. So my very first button was my, okay, first one we had made the navigation bar, then was my back button, forward, then reload, and then home. Right, now I'll be proceeding up further with the things. Now I'll be adding up some URLs and the things like that. Right, so now I'll be adding up a URL bar, okay. Karthik, your teaching are amazing. Thank you so much, Karthik. I'm very glad to see that you enjoy these sessions and the videos. Thanks for that, Karthik. Thank you a lot. Perfect, guys. Okay, fine. Now I can set up a URL bar as well. See, buttons are done. Now I'll be needing up a URL bar as well, right, where I'll be adding up my URL of my choice, what I want to search. So it's gonna be self.url underscore bar, like that, is equal to, it will be now line my q line edit. Put up the brackets, like, so qline edit is one of the functions which will help me to edit up the lines, which will actually help me to do some editing over my bar, which is getting appeared up there. There can write, I can just put in some symbols for making up the things done, right. So this is what is being done up there. Now I'm writing up self dot, it will be my URL underscore bar dot, I'm going to write up a function which is return pressed, pressed. Now this is a function which comes with your pyqt5, return pressed, pressed dot, and I'm going to use up that connect here. Inside the bracket it's going to be my self dot, it will be my navigate to URL. So what will this navigate, this self dot navigate to URL will do out for me? So it will just and very simply help me to navigate from one URL to another. So whatever the URL I had put up over this bar, it will help me to go over that particular URL. So it's like about that particular thing only, right? And getting down, I can add that to my navigation bar. So it's like that navigation underscore bar dot, it's like add widget, okay, bracket, I'm going to write up like self dot, it will be my URL bar. Fine. So my URL bar has as well been made up where I will be able to write in the things onto my own. Now just wanted a confirmation from everyone. Am I clear with this particular thing to you all? Okay, perfect. Let's proceed on, guys. And now I'm going to write up like self dot. I'm going to use up that browser dot. So I'm going to use a one function which is URL changed. Okay, this particular function which is URL changed, I'll be using that out. Dot. I'm going to use up the connect function again. Into the bracket, I'm going to write like self dot, and it's going to be my update underscore URL. Fine. This is done. Now I'll be making up this navigate home function. I'll be making this navigate to URL, and I'll be making up this update URL. I'll be designing these functions now. And now let's see that what do we have to write in inside these. I'll be getting out of this particular function which is this def one. I'll be coming out of that. Right, and here I'll be defining up my own. So it's like def, and I can just simply write in like navigate navigate underscore home. Right. Putting a bracket self automatically comes out because I have defined up a function inside my class. So whenever you define up a function inside a class, self automatically comes up there inside that particular thing. So it's just that same thing only, okay? So def navigate underscore home, and here I'm going to set up the self dot browser dot. I'm going to use up that set URL function. Putting up the bracket, I'm going to use QURL. If you remember, I had just used that above here. I had just used that over here, right? If you remember it out. So it's that function. And putting up the bracket, navigate to home. So I want my home page to be my any respective URL or anything like that. I want my home page to be. Right, so there what I'll be doing up is that I can just simply put in up a URL or anything, and that will help me to make in that respective thing as my home page URL. So I'm going to simply write in a URL like https :/. I'm simply going to write that fun with data science SCIENCE, that's my channel.com. Like that, I'm simply going to put it up over here, okay? Great. So my navigate to home button has been done. So this is my QURL which I had been put up over here. Next, I'll be designing up it to navigate to URL. Means now if I want to search in or I want to go over any other URL, so this navigate to URL function will help me to do so. So def navigate to URL. Naveen, topic of project is making your own browser. It means that up till now we are using the Chrome as a browser, but now we're making out our own browser. Right, that's what is the complete yes, thanks Shaji for letting the one know. Thanks for that. So yes, it's def navigate to URL, right? And now I'm going to set up that URL as a variable for me is equal to, I'm going to write up self dot, it's URL underscore bar, okay, it's URL underscore bar dot text. It means that onto that navigation bar which we had made, onto that we can just simply write on anything. Into that we can write any text. Okay Ravi, so today we are making up the Python project in which is creating your own browser. So up till now we were just generally working up over the Chrome browser, but now today we'll be making out our own browser, and further you can just use that according to the need. Yes Naveen, it's a Python project only, right? It's a Python project. Thank you so much, Om, for letting them know. Thanks for that. Yes, I'm making the own browser using Python. Correct. So yeah, this navigate to URL function has been done, and I'm just simply root over that text here. Now proceeding further, I'm gonna write up self dot. I would just simply mention up here like the browser. Okay, and for that I can just simply set up a URL like set URL. Okay, like that. Generally I can just do it up, and over the bracket I can simply use that same QURL option. Remember, I just had used up over here, and just let me take you further above as well. I had used it up over here as well, right? That same QURL. Okay, so yeah, that's about that QURL, and putting up the bracket like that. I'm gonna make up like URL. Fine. So yeah, that's the complete idea for setting up my URL, and I just simply made a mistake and to make that U capital up here. URL. Fine, it's all done. Okay, Ravi. Ravi, just like brave, how brave this is, by the way. Ravi, I'm not able to get in your question actually, but yeah, if you're asking about that, why are we making up this particular one, and what's the sense of making this out? So yeah, it's like that, Ravi. From this particular one, you get to know that how are the browsers made on, right? So generally, you can make up our own browser for yourself, right? Further, you can apply them some more changes. You can make it more efficient, and further, this is how the browsers are made, right? So someday Chrome might have been made up like this manner only. So that's the only idea, right? Okay. Naveen, you're in. Okay, your accent is really amazing. Does you have done American English pronunciation? Oh no, not at all, Naveen. It's not like that. I hadn't done any American English course. It's not like that. It's just that with the help of practice, it has been developed. It's nothing like that. Okay. Brave is the ad blocker of YouTube. It's like YouTube with no ads. Oh, okay. I just had gone to some other way. Uh, okay, so it's the ad blocker of YouTube. It's like YouTube with no ads. Okay, Brave is the new browser. Yeah, I just got that, Ravi. I just had got that right away. So no, actually I hadn't. I really hadn't. I would just let you know wait today. I hadn't used up this Brave browser up till now. But yeah, I would sure just try to like I would just like to try that once, and for sure after this live stream I'm gonna try that out only. So yeah, this particular project is somewhat like that only, Ravi. I just request you to waiting for next 10 more minutes, and you will get in the final output. Okay, it's something like that only. Satya, can you start making playlist on DSA? Yeah, sure, Satya. I will just try to make in some playlist for DSA, and yeah, that's the thing which is really onto the onto a working. Actually, it has already been planned, and I had started working over those things, and might be very soon you will be able to see a DSA playlist as well onto my channel. But yeah, thank you so much for letting me know your suggestion here. Thanks for that. Thanks a lot for that. Perfect. Ma'am, how long it's gonna take? So, it will not take more than 10 minutes. Just give me 10 minutes, okay? Just give me 10 minutes. Fine. Let me just very quickly proceed on with the project, and after that we can have some more discussion if wanted out, okay? So yeah. But I'm really very happy that you people like come up here and try to clear up your doubts and do these types of discussions with me. So yeah, that's very I'm really very happy to see all of those things, and I hope to see that same further into the further live streams as well from you all. Thanks for all these things, guys. Great, so that URL has been set up here, and now I'm gonna make up my very last function. It's div, okay, and I'm gonna use up that update underscore URL bracket itself is automatically. I'm gonna pass up a Q here. Q, I will let you know what's that. Just give me 2 minutes. I will tell you about that. Okay. Yeah, sure, Nikhil. I'm going to continue. Satya plus BI2. Sure, Satya, I would just try to put up Power BI, but Satya, till the time if you want to learn Tableau, so Tableau is already onto the channel. You can check over the playlist. And yeah, Power BI as well, it's sure. I will just consider that and try to make in the videos for that as soon as possible. Okay. Great. So that's done. I further want to add like self dot, it's like URL underscore bar dot set, and I'm going to set up my text here, set text text. Okay, I'm going to update up my URL. So like that, set text bracket q dot 2, I'm going to convert that to the string like that. Okay, q dot 2 string. Shaji, Power BI is something, yeah, absolutely, Shaji, Power BI is something very different, but yeah, if you're looking for any tool for the data visualization, so Tableau is as well one of the tools which is coming under the data visualization. We just use in Tableau as well. So I would just recommending Rushabh Chandiwal, thank you so much for subscribing out my channel. Thank you so much Rushabh for subscribing out the channel. So it's just that we are if you want to learn any tool for data visualization, so I was just trying to recommend that you can go with Tableau as well. But yeah, absolutely fine. So this update one is as well done. It's q dot 2 underscore, sorry, it's q dot 2 string. Fine. Now all of my functions have been defined. It's the time for making the object of my class. Ravi, can you use Plotly for making dashboards? Ravi, Plotly tutorial is already onto the channel. Ravi, you can just once go over my playlist, and there you'll just find in the tutorial for the Plotly as well. Okay. Naveen, please share the code after completing. Naveen, I would share the code after completing. What I would do, I would just paste up this code over a comment into the same live stream. Okay, for this particular live stream, in the comment section, I will just pin up a comment, and that in that comment you'll be finding up the complete code. Okay, but that I will be able to do after the live stream gets over. So yes, here I had just made an object with app. Mom, it's 8.99k subscribers. Are you getting any surprise at 9k? Okay, but thanks, first of all, thanks Om for letting me know as well that it's right now it's 8.99k subscribers. Congratulations everyone for that, because you people are the ones who are actually coming and joining this particular family here, and I'm really glad to have you people here. Are we getting a surprise at 9k? By the way, it's a good plan, but let's do that at 10k. Okay, let's do some surprise things at 10k. Okay, hope that works out. Nikhil, do you have Telegram group? No, for now, Nikhil, I'm not having up any Telegram groups. If anyone wants to get connected with me, we just get connected over LinkedIn, and the link for my LinkedIn ID is mentioned in the description. So you can just go there and connect with me over LinkedIn. And I guess, Nikhil, you are there. I'm not sure, but yeah, I guess. Ravi Om Gupta, you wanna give away? Yeah, he really wants up a giveaway, and yes, we'll plan something accordingly. Sure, we'll plan something. Wish 10k hits real soon. Thank you so much for that wishes, Om. And I hope if you people are gonna support me, sure we'll be crossing 10k very soon. So for this only, everyone, very quickly go ahead and share this channel with your friends so that we complete up a 10k family very quickly. And at 10k we are having up a surprise as well. So as soon as 10k gets completed, I will be sharing up some surprise with you people. So yeah, just reach out that 10k very quickly. Okay, great. Okay, fine, just let me get back here. Okay, I had gone to that 10k. Right. Okay, fine. So app is that object of mine. Yeah, now this time I'm gonna write up this like Q application, because we are making up an application with the tick enter. So it's Q applications sys.arg. Sys I just told you, and argv is just like that. Whenever we are making up an application there, so we need to write that out, right? We require that out. Okay, So it's like that. Next, I'm going to use up that Q application dot. I'm going to set up the application dot set application. Okay, Q application dot set application. It's like the name here. Okay, and into the bracket, I'm going to write up the name. Let's say it's my own browser. Okay, like that. And I'm going to now make up the object for my class. This was the object for my pyqt5 library. Okay. Okay, most welcome Naveen, most welcome. Window is equal to it's the time for my main window and the bracket like that. At last, it's an app.exec underscore and the bracket. It's all done. So here I had just simply made up an object for my pyqt application. Right, I just set out my application name as own browser. Here I made in a window. That's my main window, and I'm going to make up this app.exec underscore brackets like that. Fine. And now it's the time for running up my project. So I'm going to simply run up my respective project here. Great. So I just simply had clicked over my run option, and let's see now what's going to happen up here. How is that going to be? Do we get down any result or output, or simply we are having some errors or the things like that? Let's see that what's going to happen up here. Okay, and just up till that time I could have some water. It's really very like the weather is very very bad. Yes, Satya, the advanced Python playlist has covered my all the object-oriented programming concepts. Yeah, it has covered. So here it is, my own browser. Wow, I just didn't look over at that browser. Fine. So here my project has been run, and this is my final result which I'm getting here. It's my default, which is http www.google.com. My back button, my forward button, my reload button, my home button. Reload, working, home. This is already my home page only. Here you can sign in for the Gmail. You can sign in. Okay, it's home, it's opening, right? Okay, I'm gonna go back. Actually, I just put in a general website. Fine. Here, let's search on something. Let's write on, I'm gonna write a Python, Python. I'm gonna simply click over that. Perfectly. So here I am having a lot of websites for Python. According as you just getting into your general, I would say, normal Chrome browser. Accordingly, similarly we are having it up here. Perfect. And if you're going to go back, so see, now I am back here. Okay, let's say I would search on, let's say, Python. Then after Python, let's say I would search in NumPy. Let's say after NumPy I would search in pandas. And now let's say I want to go in back. So it had taken me to NumPy. I want to go in forward, so it had taken me to pandas. I want to go back NumPy, more back Python, and if I click over the home button, so it has driven me to this. If I reload, again I'm going to click over my forward, and things like that. Right, so that's how it's completely working up over. So I'm going to now close this out away for now project. Great, so this is a project which we had made it out and successfully ran. This project is super awesome, it's successfully ran. Naveen, I would like to give some suggestion, make video on Hindi as well, more crowd you get. Oh, Naveen, thank you so much for the suggestion. And I would very soon try to do so. Thanks, Naveen, for the suggestion. Satya, can you make 2 live sessions in a week? Sure, Satya, that's still on to the way. I'm still planning out the things because many things are being done at one time now, so it's I really have to check over those respective ones, and I'm really planning that all very soon. Okay, let's go. It worked. Yeah, perfect. Cool. Ravi, it is Google. Let's show us our own browser. Ravi, I had told you about the browser. The browser is the Chrome only, right? But it's not the Chrome one. I was talking about making your own browser. Google is not a browser, right? The Chrome is your browser. Perfect. Hope you are getting that thing out. Thank you so much, Sankar, for that. Thank you. Browser is own me. The search engine would obviously be Google, right? Perfectly correct, Om. The browser will be your own, but the search engine will absolutely be the Google only. That's so true. Perfect. Um, Nikhil, 9K loading. Give away winner prize 13 Pro. Wow, Apple 13 Pro. Wow, absolutely. That's the best. I would say the best comment which I got in my complete day. Very nice, very nice. Soon we will reach up a family of 10K and then I'm gonna do something. Not on 9K, okay? So yeah, for some more surprises, you have to make up a strong family of 10K very soon, and there I will need the support of few people. Right, so everyone, please very quickly share this with your channel so that we reach up our 10K family soon. And yeah, sure, I'm gonna do some surprise over there. Absolutely, I will do. Okay. Most welcome, Shaji. Okay, Ravi. I hope you got that point. Okay, most welcome, Om. So thank you guys for attending this live stream. Thanks for everyone for being here. I really had a lot fun with you people today, and you people are really awesome. I really request you people to please go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done up to now, and even refer that to your friends. I am having one more channel which is UPSC with Shambhavi, so please go ahead and subscribe to that channel as well if you want to prepare for UPSC or government services or the jobs, so you can refer to that respective channel, right? So that's the idea. And in the comment I would share this code with you, so if you want you can refer the code in the comment section. Okay, so thanks so much everyone for joining me. I will see you all next Saturday same time 10 p.m. in the night with some more cool projects. Till then, thank you everyone, take care, bye bye, have a nice weekend ahead. Yeah, it's a weekend. Have a nice weekend, guys. Have a nice weekend. Most welcome, Pujita. Bye, take care, guys. I'll be ending the live stream now. See you all next Saturday.